Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? It is another Tuesday, which means I don't have this up. Wait. Why is all of my stuff all messed up? God damn. Hey, get your claw out of my stomach. Thank you. It is Tuesday, which means we're doing another Pokemon solo run. I believe this is the first that I am doing on Kick. I don't think that I did my Tuesday stream on Kick last week. Yeah, because we started with the thing. We started with the Road Trader stream on Wednesday last week. So, since Kick has never seen this, what I do, and I have done this for quite a while. This is actually run 136 out of 148. Actually, I think it's close. I think it's actually 138 out of 148. Oh my god, look at that. Once again, Kick keeping their streak going with the first message being from a bot. Hell yeah. But no, so what I do is I play through Pokemon Red with a set of rules. The first and most important one is only the primary Pokemon can be used in battle. I will be catching other Pokemon for TMs and for HMs and for world moves like Dig, but they will never be used in battle. Outside of, I haven't saved in 1,000 years. I need to die here, so I'm just going to allow my other party members to die as well. That is the only exception. It rarely happens, but every once in a while I will fuck up, and that will end up being necessary. So that is the primary rule. Rule number 2. Well, here, actually, let me just pull up my YouTube description because I have all my rules there. So yes, rule 1, only the main Pokemon may take part in battle. Rule 2, other Pokemon may be caught for HM and other overworld moves like Dig. Number 3, no items are to be used in battle. Number 4, all gym trainers must be defeated before their respective gym leader, which means I cannot just go straight for Brock. I have to fight the junior trainer that has the Diglett and the Sandshrew before I fight Brock, which actually might cause a little bit of a difficulty because I think Brock is actually going to be easier than the junior trainer with Poliwag. Number 5, no evasion moves like Double Team or Minimize. Those are banned because they would make this way too fucking easy. Every single Pokemon learns Double Team. Double Team is a very easy TM to get. I actually pick it up in most runs because I end up selling it for a bit of extra cash. But yeah, no evasion moves. Number 6, no saving between Elite Four members. This is kind of a holdover from the person who inspired me to make these runs, J-Rose. He does not do that, and since I was inspired by him to do these runs, I am also not doing that. And then number 7 is not exactly a rule, but you may have heard me say 148 runs if you're watching from the very beginning. Not 151 or even 152, because we do have a Missingno solo run on the channel, or on my YouTube channel specifically. That is because there are 4 Pokemon that cannot beat the game. Caterpie, Metapod, Kakuna, and Magikarp have no way to damage Ghost-type Pokemon because in Gen 1, Struggle is a normal-type move, not a typeless move. So, those 4 Pokemon cannot hurt Ghost-types. Yeah, those 4 Pokemon cannot hurt Ghost-types, therefore all 4 of those runs will die in the exact same spot. The first required trainer in Pokemon Tower. So, without further ado, we will do what I normally do in these runs. What I do is I start off, you might see I have Bulbapedia pulled up here. I look at their base stats and I look at their moveset. That is the start of these runs every single time. And then I try to figure out like a basic plan of attack to deal with. And yeah, we will go from there. So, stats. Very good speed. I'm actually really surprised that the speed is this high. Not much going on elsewhere. Flat 40 on everything except for a 50 attack. Not great. But that speed though. And you gotta remember, this is Gen 1. Gen 1 crits are based on your base speed. So, I think I actually have that pulled up. Or did I close that literally like... I think I actually closed it like last. I had the page. Search crit. Yeah, there we go. So for a 90 base speed, I have a 17.59% crit chance on every move. And if I do get something like Slash, that is a guaranteed crit. Outside of a 1 in 256 chance to miss because it is Gen 1. Now, okay, so here we go. Gen 1 moveset. We start with Bubble. This is what I was talking about. This is going to make Brock very, very easy. This is going to make the lab fight against the Squirtle very, very hard. Hypnosis 16 is quite good. Water Gun, Double Slap, Body Slam, Amnesia is really good. Especially since we don't have great stats to begin with. So getting a stat boosting move is huge. Actually huge. Alright. So we get Body Slam because we get Body Slam, yeah. That basically makes this entirely unnecessary because we're just gonna pick this up at like level 20 something. Bubble Beam and Water Gun. Did we actually? Did we beat Misty? Do we beat Misty before we go down to Vermilion? Because we're only going to have Water Gun, pretty much. That is a question. That is a rough question. Like, yeah, we might be able to get Double Slap, but, like, I don't think that we beat Misty until we get Body Slam. So, I do not think that we beat Misty before we go down to Vermilion. That actually kind of sucks. Well, I guess it's not actually that big of a deal because I wouldn't want to fight Surge right away anyway. So that's actually not that big of a deal. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. No, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. So yeah, we just kind of ignore Misty's gym entirely. I saw Psychic and my brain just did a thing. Although Hypnosis is a really good move to have at that point. I think this is gonna be our crutch for quite a while. Obviously Ice Beam is incredibly good. Surf is our strongest move by a long shot. Because I'm not touching Hydro Pump or Blizzard. We might do Blizzard. Actually, no, Blizzard's going to be overkill because we have Amnesia. Okay, let me think about this for a minute. What does our final moveset look like? Obviously, Amnesia is going to be on there. Amnesia, Ice Beam. Is it going to be Amnesia, Ice Beam, Body Slam, Surf? The only difference is maybe... Oh, but, like, I would want to get rid of Surf out of all of those. For Mimic. Oh, that sucks. Do we... I'm actually not sure. Do we teach Surf? What does Surf give us? What does Surf give us? Against the Elite Four specifically. Surf gives us a 1x resisted but amnesia boostable move in against Lorelei. For every one of her Pokemon except for the Jinx. It would hit Jinx for neutral, but I would want to hit Jinx with Body Slam anyway. It gives us not much. It actually doesn't really change anything over Ice Beam against Bruno. It's double super effective against the Onixes, but Ice Beam's gonna one-shot the Onix anyway. It is stab, so it is stronger. It might one-shot the Machamp, whereas Ice Beam might not, just because of the stab boost. But also, we could just Amnesia a couple of turns against the first Onix and then be, like, absolutely demolish it regardless. I think the biggest benefit is probably against Agatha, surprisingly enough. Simply because it would, simply because of the stab boost. But even then, like, we just Amnesia, and then that, like, Amnesia kind of gets rid of the need for the stab boost for Surf. God, is this yet another water type where we never teach Surf? Against lands, it's actually worse than Ice Beam for every Pokemon except for Aerodactyl. Every other Pokemon will be worse for Surf than Ice Beam. Now, the champion. It literally only... There's only like 2 Pokemon in the entire Elite Four where Surf beats out Ice Beam. And it's like the Onix on Bruno, which doesn't matter. Agatha, which it doesn't matter once we Amnesia. And the Arcanine. Which, again, with Amnesia, we're not going to need it. So... Fuck, man. I think we don't teach Surf. That's going to be... Oh, shit. I just realized we have Psychic. I've been literally staring at this. Like, to the point where the letters kind of started, like... like that thing where you just say the same word over and over and over and over again, and it stops making sense as a word, and it just becomes a jumble of sounds. That's kind of what Psychic was looking like to me right there. I was like, I was looking at it the entire time. Or at least for a good chunk of the time. And... like, it just became a jumble of letters towards the end. Psychic is infinitely better for us than Surf. Primarily because it gives us a non-resisted amnesia boostable move. Against water types. So Psychic is our counter to Lorelei. Like, I actually already have the line, like the move lineup for Lorelei done. You hit her with Body Slam first, so that her Dugong, because like you're not gonna one-shot the Dugong without amnesias, so you're gonna want to set up on the Dugong. But the Dugong has Growl, which we don't want to see because Body Slam is the best thing against the Jinx. So we hit it with Body Slam first, and we hope that it goes for rest, which gives us a couple of free turns to set up Amnesia. And then once it wakes up, we just sweep with Psychic. And then we Body Slam the Jinx and then we sweep everything else with Psychic. I think that's literally how we deal with Lorelei. Unless, obviously, we see Growl, in which case we don't body slam the Jinx. We hit it with Psychic or Ice Beam or whatever. Probably Psychic? No, Ice Beam's slightly stronger, and because it's a Psychic Ice type, neither of the secondary effects would be useful. So yeah, we would just hit it with Ice Beam because Ice Beam is very, very slightly stronger. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we have a plan. And I think it's time to hop on over to this. We do not have 65 deaths. I would actually be not at all surprised if we are under 5 deaths. I think that we could very easily get past this fight, this run, even potentially deathless, unless we get unlucky. Because like where are the big hurdle points? What are the big hurdle points? The big hurdle points are going to be Surge is going to be dangerous. Misty is rough just because we don't have a good move against her until we get Body Slam. But once we get Body Slam, Misty's going to be locked into using Tackle only Tackle ever. And we just have Body Slam, and it's just like infinitely better than Tackle. Granted, Starmie is infinitely better a Pokemon than Poliwag, but I think Body Slam, just the paralysis chance, is gonna make the difference. After Misty and Surge, I mean, like there's like a 3 trainer or a 3 gym leader run where it's just like really rough for us, right? Misty because we don't have a good move for her. Surge because his Raichu is going to outspeed us. I believe he has good AI, so he is going to be spamming either Thundershock or Thunderbolt, and a crit Thunderbolt kills us. For quite a while, a crit Thunderbolt kills us. And then after that, we have fucking Erica with her grass types, which, Razor Leaf is a problem, but we could also just put Erica off, literally until we want to fight her. Like, we never have to fight Erica until Gym 7. Koga gets countered by Psychic very easily. Sabrina, I mean, after an Amnesia, it was like, wait, what level is Amnesia's 38? So yeah, by the time we get to Sabrina, we will have Amnesia. So Amnesia counters Sabrina, right? Outside of crits, which she does have an Alakazam. And while I'm talking about not getting any water moves, potentially. So wait. What is the moveset? It's gonna be Amnesia, Body Slam, Ice Beam, Psychic. Yeah. There's an argument to be made to get rid of Body Slam and just have Surf. Because while, yes, that does leave you vulnerable to Pokemon that have very high special, we have Amnesia and we can just brute force it, right? Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're good. Name. What name are we naming the rival? What's a shitty thing that came out recently? What's a shitty movie or TV show that was just released? I'm done memeing on the remake of the War of the Worlds. I'm just done with that. Hello, Taco. Welcome and welcome in. You are in fact first. Shitty movie releases 2025. Let's see. God, I love this song. Wait, how is this on the list of worst movies when it's not out yet? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's not even out this year. I looked up worst movies of 2025, and it's got Avatar, Fire and Ash, which comes out in like 2 weeks. It's got Mortal Kombat 2, which is supposed to come out almost on my birthday next year. Like in fucking May. Like, what is this? The Minecraft movie is on here. That's really funny. Oh, the Predator movie. I heard the Predator movie is really bad. All right. His name's gonna be Deck. D-E-K, Deck. That's the. Oh, I need a timer. Timer. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god, it's a Charizard as the the intro Pokemon. Hell yeah. Nope, not that. His name is D-E-K. Tentacles. I fucking adore Hades 2. I started playing it again. I literally 100%ed the game like last week, and I just started a new file and I'm just playing it again. And while I suck balls at this boss fight, that was a crit. We lose this. We lose this so bad. Yeah, we're not winning this fight. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That is gonna be our first death of the run, though. Even though it is a fight that we can lose and continue, that is still gonna be counted as death number 1. That actually kind of sucks a lot. But yeah, I'm like terrible at the skill of boss fight in Hades 2. That was really dangerous. That was really dangerous. But the fucking music for that fight is just absolutely peak. So fucking good. I think I am gonna skip the grass as much as possible here. Yeah, there was like one more challenge that I had not finished in my first playthrough of Hades 2. But I just kind of wanted to go back and redo the game again. We'll do 5 of these like normal. I will do 2 of these. We will do 2 of these, and there we go. Not overly concerned about burns in this particular playthrough because, well, we're not gonna have any physical moves after the. Do I? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was concerned about. Fucking turn 1 poison bullshit. All right, we are not fighting the other bug catcher, the next one. No shot. Even though not quite a 2-shot. Even though Bubble doesn't get affected by, yeah, push him. Even though Bubble doesn't get affected by Harden, I just like, Bubble just doesn't do that much damage. Like, that's the rough thing, is like we're starting with a base 20 power move. And that's why I was saying earlier that the junior trainer is going to be more dangerous than Brock. I am still going to give it a shot right away, because we do still have a fast Pokemon. Ooh. I could have really done with a speed drop there. Of course, I get it on the person who I'm already faster than. Yep, there it is. All right, yep, that's death number 2. I am just gonna take that death, I think, because it did get us to level 10. Yeah, if we had gotten a speed drop on the Diglett, I think we win that fight. Yeah, I mean, it is that move. It is Sand Attack. That is what it does. That was, god damn it. I was about to say that was 5 damage before, but apparently it was a damage range, so you know. We are averaging a level. We have gotten a level each time we fought him, though. Oh, nice crit. And the speed drop to make it so that... Okay, so we win this. Well, no way Gen 1 miss immediately. Fuck you, game. You're such an asshole. Alright, and this is how confident I am. I'm not even going to, heal all the way. Yeah. Because it's gonna be like this. Yeah, like I said, the junior trainer is more problematic than Brock. I knew that was gonna be the thing. It's unfortunate. I should have taken a couple of extra levels and taken a little bit, but like, whatever. All right, we are about to double our damage, basically, here very, very soon. Because we do get the TM for Water Gun as soon as we get to the cave. And like, if that was the difference, if the only difference in this run was we had Water Gun instead of Bubble, well, not A. I think that we would have not had a single loss. I should have healed before. No way. No way. I should have healed before I went into that fight. I had taken a decent chunk of damage from this one. Like, that's the thing that holds Poliwag back in the early game, is the lack of a move over 20 power. And also just the... outside of his speed, his stats are underwhelming. Nice double crit. And like, obviously all of that stuff gets fixed by about the mid game. You gotta be kidding me. This asshole used quick attack every fucking turn. Alright, literally just never attack me. No way it didn't. No way this thing actually never attacked me. Hell yeah. But yeah, a base 40 on everything except for attack and speed is not good. And that's what we're dealing with right now. Do not fucking poison me. Thank God. All right, we win. Yeah, especially now that we have hypnosis. Oh, look, another Gen 1 miss. Our second Gen 1 miss of the run so far. Hooray. All right, you know what? Fuck you. He would have already been dead if I had just gone for bubble straight in. Now, the nice thing is I do have hypnosis to help me catch the Pokemon that I try to catch. And because I have decided that I am actually going to be teaching Surf to Poliwag, I don't need a Surf Pokemon. I only need a Strength Pokemon. So, like, I could potentially even just catch 2 Geodudes. Does Jigglypuff learn Strength? It could have potentially caught a Jigglypuff there. But Jigglypuff is also, like, a hard catch, so that's actually, like, not a good, Really? Come on. Spearow, please. 5-6. Level 5-6 Spearow. There we go. Gnosis, stay asleep. There we go. Pokeball, stay in the ball. I said stay in the ball. There we go. Okay, cool. Perfect. And of course I get another one right after. Fuck you, game. God damn it. Gimme. Yes, I know I learned Water Gun in like 4 levels anyway. Oh, I'm sorry. Oops. Interesting. And by 4 levels, I mean 2 levels. However, I don't care. I want it now. Okay. I'm going to put you to sleep. And we're going to catch you. Okay, so we have 1 Geodude. That's our dig guy. I'm going to fight this guy. This guy's just entirely free. And it's a good chunk of XP. And, like, we are going to need a good chunk of levels to be able to beat Missy. So, I think that little bit of extra XP. Oh, nice. Hypnosis. Water Gun. Does decent damage. Okay, good. He only has Scratch, so I'm not overly worried about that. It was a little bit dangerous to do that. Okay, so there's our dig person. Okay, so we now have dig, we have cut, we have I'm done. I don't need any more Pokemon. Really? A second Paris? Could I take a couple of steps? Thank you. A third Paris. What is this? What are these encounters? I've gone longer without seeing a Zubat. I went like 6 encounters in a row without seeing a Zubat. What the fuck? Just hit him. Thank you. Actually. Yeah. Please? Thank you. All right. So with... Oh, wait. What the fuck, dude? That's 4 Paris. Most of the time, I don't see 1. Why I end up having to trade for the fucking Farfetch'd all the time is because I never see a Paris. Saw 4 of them today. What the hell? Okay, do I beat? I mean, Hypnosis is really strong. We just need the Pidgeotto to stay asleep so that we don't get hit by Sand Attack. That's like the thing. I hate you so fucking much. All right, we're just gonna bubble the Abra because I don't want to burn through all of my fucking water gun power points trying to hit this thing. Because as we all know, now that I have had a single Sand Attack land against me, I have a 25% chance to land any attack ever. See what I mean? I don't know why I'm trying to go for Hypnosis. I hate this. We're gonna lose because of this bullshit Sand Attack. Hate this game. Hate this game. Hey, you prick. I lose this fight. I was gonna reset. I'm not even gonna bother wasting my time on it. I'm not even gonna bother wasting my time on it. We're just gonna reset there. Please just fall the fuck asleep and stay asleep forever. Okay, no Sand Attacks occurred. You know, I'm still gonna bubble the Abra. Just because I'm spiteful. Oh, that feels so good. Okay. Put him to sleep. Stay asleep forever. Stay asleep forever. Literally 1 turn. Are you serious? What is this bullshit? I didn't get hit by a Sand Attack. 60%, ladies and gentlemen. 60%. That is our third Gen 1 miss thus far, and we haven't made it even close. We haven't made it through Cerulean yet. Holy shit, dude, the luck. The absolute trash luck so far in this run. Holy shit. I don't know why I have Water Gun at the bottom, by the way. Interesting that after two speed drops, I was still faster. It's actually kind of crazy. You bitch. You would immediately hit me with another fucking sand attack. Are you fucking kidding me? I'd like to remind everybody that after a single sand attack, I'm fairly certain. Here, let's look it up real quick. Gen 1 accuracy. Holy shit. Accuracy equals accuracy of the move times accuracy of the user times evasion of the target. Okay. So what is the stage multiplier? Okay. -1. -1. A single accuracy drop drops you from 100% to 66. From 100 to 66%. That is quite possibly one of the strongest effects for a single application. Actually, I thought it was 87. I don't know why I thought it was 87. But holy shit. Fuck you. Oh, rage. Rage. Yeah, 66 for the first one. Then it's a 50-50 for the second. 40%, 33%, 28%, and 25 at -6. A 34% chance drop. So, speaking of this particular song, apparently Darren Korb was like really excited to do this because he heard that he was able to make like an 80s power romance ballad for Hades 2. He was like really excited to make this song. Which is even more funny because the person who sings it is entirely like tsundere about it whenever you confront her about the fact that she's obviously singing a romantic song about you as she consistently tries to kill you every time you meet. This kind of goes back to what I was saying before. The skill of boss fight is really good. And the music involved in that fight is really good. I'm terrible at the boss fight. Especially the buffed version. The buff version fucks me up every single time. Alright, I tried it once. I will never try it again. Yeah, this guy first. Or this guy in general, not first, but just period. actually... I wonder if I outspeed... I probably do. With a 3-level advantage and a 90 base speed, I probably do outspeed the... Oh, this fight's going to be a problem, isn't it? I mean, I guess they are only level, like, 13, right? And I do have hypnosis. I probably do outspeed the Starmie, don't I? Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop it! Holy shit. Alright, I could have just... Alright, I could just crit and kill it and not have to deal with any of that I just dealt with. Please. Okay, thank God. We did it. All right, give me the escape rope. Get me out of here. Help! I'm dying. All right, unfortunately, we do not learn dig. Oof. You are quite strong. You would disable my strongest move, you bitch. Okay, thank God we could finally do twice the damage, which is still not that much. Okay, we do have a physical move now, which is nice. I still don't think that it's worth it fighting Misty. Like, we're not losing out on anything by not fighting Surge right now, because I wouldn't survive a Surge fight anyway. Hi, buddy. Come on. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to save. Okay. Oh, you've been sitting by the heater. I could feel it. You're very warm. Hi. Ouchies. How much does water gun do? Okay, so it's not... We kind of just have to hope that that doesn't happen too often. Please just hit 2 more times. Or once. Once is fine. Once works. Alright, I'm going to try to not heal because I don't want to burn my full restore that I just got. Oh, that's so nice. I am worried about the Eradicate. Okay, cool. I'm buying an extra... Oh, wait. Before I forget, 5 of those as well. I'm buying an extra one of those super potions because I'm immediately fucking using one. Hi. Bye. Bye, kid. No! Was extra damage that I didn't need to take. Antidote. Okay, so we have Body Slam. Do I get rid of Bubble or Double Slap? Probably Double Slap, right? I'm fairly certain. Wait. Yeah, shuffle is on. What the fuck? It's been all Skilla songs, like, almost entirely so far. That's strange. What do you mean you lived? I mean, it is a Growlithe. Growliths have pretty good stats. And if Growlithe lived, then Ponyta's definitely gonna live. Of course you burned me, you bitch. Are you serious? Alright, well, I guess there goes my fucking full restore. You're such an asshole. Really? Because, like, I'm not gonna win this fight with a burn. That's just not happening. Just go to sleep. Okay, good. We actually did enough to kill it. Just stay asleep. That's all I ask, is that you stay asleep. 2 turn. Also, holy shit, we actually do a lot of damage with Body Slam. We actually do a fuck ton of damage with Body Slam. I feel like I have like a much higher... Wait, what are my stats? 43 versus 36. It's actually not that big of a difference. It's only 6. That's kind of crazy. Okay, I don't need to get the Farfetch'd. We could skip that. Here, let us teach dig. Oh wait, no. Teach cut first, then dig. Yeah. We have Body Slam. Body Slam. Body Slam should actually just totally wreck this fight, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how these fights are gonna go, because like this... I don't actually know... Well, she doesn't have a water move anyway. She's got, what, Tail Whip, Confusion, or Supersonic, and, don't do it. Okay, thank you. You know what? We're gonna do it. Because all she has is Tackle. And I do outspeed. Okay. Okay, so we immediately teach Bubble Beam over Bubble. And then I can, So that's going to be our strongest move for quite a while, just in terms of base power and the amount of damage that they can output. Unfortunately, literally the next fight, we don't use it at all. I just have to hope that we are 10 levels higher. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay, so we do one-shot the Bell Sprouts, which is good. There we go. Okay, good. Good. So... The slow pokes are going to be kind of an issue. Not really that bad, actually, now that I think about it, because we have Body Slam. Right? It's not like we don't have any good moves against them. Oh, here, let me... Oh, I never sold my Pokeballs. Oh, shit. So yeah, this fight's fine. I think the primary... Oh my god, that did nothing. I think the biggest fight that we're going to run into that's a problem is the grass trainer here in just a second. But even then, like I said, it's just a matter of... Could you, like, stop? It'd be much appreciated if you just, like, stop doing all of the things that you're doing right now. Heal me, please. Could you... Poison isn't that bad. Poison, I would definitely take poison over something like, Not if I don't have an antidote. All right, never mind. We're digging out and going back to the Pokemon Center because I don't have an antidote. Hooray! I thought I still had one left. Jesus. All right, so that's gonna kind of throw off my repel. Yeah, there's one of them already. That just tells me that the end of this is going to be... We're just gonna have to deal with some encounters, unfortunately. Jesus. This fight is, like, entirely free. I'm not even going to save before it. Like, even Water Gun one-shots these. I just don't feel like scrolling down to it. Yep. Such a bitch. No fucking way you did all of that. No fucking way. I'm pissed. Did I save before this fight? I don't remember. Dude. God damn it. I did not mean to. That was a mistake. It's not a big deal because we're just going to one-shot everything here. It's just going to get us a bit of extra experience. It's not the end of the world. I can't believe that I stayed asleep for like 3,000 years in that fucking fight. It's such bullshit. All right, let me save in front of this fight this time, please. Thank you very much. It would be much appreciated. It would be great. Whatever. Else's, I don't care. Just let me get through this fucking area. No fucking way, dude. Okay, there we go. Get me the fuck out of here. Paralysis, 1 in 4. How about you get paralyzed 5 turns in a row? Not quite that bad, but it was fuck, it felt like it. Rage. Actual rage. Alright, whatever, it's fine. It's fine. We just had to go through Rock Tunnel twice. Because the game decided to put me to sleep for 1,000 years. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. What level did we get? Amnesia 38. And I am level 31. Okay. Oh, 31 was Body Slam. That's what it was. I was like, I thought we got Amnesia at 31. No, 31 is Body Slam. 38 is Amnesia. All right, so we are going to get... Get back here. All right, I'm going to immediately use that. We get rid of water gun. And then I think, okay, so here's another question. Is there any reason whatsoever for me to have Body Slam for the rest of the game? Yes, until I get Amnesia. Right, like I get... Yeah, so we're gonna... Here, let's save. So we immediately go and get Psychic. I replace Hypnosis with Psychic. That's what I do. Because at this point with Hypnosis, or with Psychic, Ice Beam, Body Slam, yeah, with these, it's just Hypnosis is no longer needed. Do I... I'm 7 levels higher than the... No, we don't. Not yet. Okay, I have a plan. I have a plan, because I don't have Fly anyway. So we're going to grab Fly, because I forgot to do that while I was over doing my shopping. Hello, Stream Hub, by the way. How are you doing today? So we have that. We can't use it yet, but we have it. Here, I'll teach it real quick. So what we do is I go through here. Let me grab this. The real question is, what do we use the PowerPoint ups on? Find our way through here. By the time we get through this, I will be at a high enough level that I can beat Surge easy. I think that we're basically there anyway, but it's just... I want to be slightly more sure. I've already died way too many times with a Pokemon that has the kind of moveset that this guy has. And we are basically at the point where Poliwag's full power is almost upon us. We got one more that we need to grab. Let me see. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh. You know what? What do you mean? I'm so over all of the different fucking Gen 1 misses. Holy shit. Could we please stop with the Gen 1 misses in this fucking run? You just die, right? Because I just entirely have. Okay, I was a little unsure as to whether I would one-shot the Sand Slash. But yeah, the Sandshrew, I was sure. Same for the Arbok. Arbok tends to survive things that I don't think it should. I think we mathed it out a while ago, and Stab Bubble Beam does have a slightly higher damage than Ice Beam. So if we don't have any like type advantages or anything like that, then I do want to be using Bubble Beam. Okay, now that we've done this, I don't know where the hell I was going. Now we go back down. We beat Surge. That gets us access to Fly. And then we go to the Pokemon Tower. Yeah. I was a little worried that Body Slam wouldn't quite one-shot these guys. This guy I am not at all worried about, because he has no way to do electric damage. The worst he could do is the Voltorbs could do Sonic Boom. That's the word. That's the word for the thing that I was looking for. Okay, that's a good sign, actually. Always the top left, except for when it's not. I've taken 7. I think we're fine. I think we're fine to go and not heal. All right, I'm now 11 levels higher than the Raichu. We got the paralysis. Let's go. Let's go. Unfortunately, we can't teach Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt would have been really nice. But we do now have this. Hell yeah. What's my inventory looking like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No! I used it on the fucking Spearow. I have 18. Let's not use that one on the Spearow. All right. I did forget that I do not have my max repels, so let me go grab those real quick, and then we will go back. Oh, it feels so good to just see that stupid fucking bird die in one hit. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind, dude. That's Gen 1 miss number 5. Gen 1 miss number 5. And like 3 or 4 of them have been on very important fights, too. Like, I'm not even... Yeah, I don't even have 4 badges yet. And I've got 5 fucking... Rage. Rage. The good thing is that we should easily outspeed and one-shot every fucking one of these Ghastly. Yeah. Like, we absolutely annihilate these motherfuckers. And then, yeah, the Marowak dies to Bubble Beam, and then, like, just a mixture of all of these special moves just wipe out everything up top. The next question is, where do I go after this one? Do I just go straight down to Koga? I think that is probably the play. And by probably, I mean that is, like, almost 100% the play. Is we just go down to Koga. I just realized... We're about to lose Body Slam. Do I care about Body Slam anymore? No, right? Because I'm about to replace it with Amnesia, which just makes everything else that I have infinitely better. Like, the only people that I want to use Body Slam against right now are, like, Psychic types. Right? Like, because their special is really, really high, and they have, things. Resistance to Psychic, obviously. Ice Beam. Ice Beam does slightly more damage than Psychic. All things comparable. Ice Beam does very slightly more damage. Alright, so now we can go to Celadon. I could go to Saffron and try to beat Rival 5. But... Well, how close am I to leveling up? 744? Yeah? Okay, wait. So we... Because there's 2 fights that I do before I fight Rival 5, right? We do the Arbok and then the Machamp. Or the Machoke, sorry. Wait, I fucking missed the... Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, so now we get rid of bodies. Slam. Because now we can just amnesia stack and we just wreck everything that we come across forever and always. Which funnily enough means that I don't want to buy any proteins. So like I leave this alone. Because the only thing that protein does now is it makes it so that when we're confused, we hit ourselves for more damage. So I want to keep that as low as possible. I'm actually surprised that you did not... Well, we do only have... Wait. I have... Oh, fuck, I do. You know what? It's a little bit earlier than I normally do, but I also usually don't go to Sylph Koya here. You don't need the Sylph Scope. I do want to keep the Poke Flute and the card key. And then we can sell some stuff too, right? Got like the 2 nuggets here that we can get rid of, Thunderbolt that we can get rid of, and there we go. Look at that. Much better inventory. Much better inventory. Also, I think that there is... Never mind. Yeah, I just actively don't know what move I want to use my PowerPoint ups on. It's like there's arguments for... I don't think there's an argument for Surf. I don't think that I use PowerPoint ups on Surf at all. It's either Psychic or Ice Beam. And I think actually I think it's Psychic, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's Psychic. We'll just use these, get rid of these real quick. That's another inventory slot that I don't that I now have open. Speed up a bit more and fight this nerd. Growlithe. Oh, I was about to say the Growlithe doesn't really have a whole lot to scare me with, but that actually did a lot more damage than I thought it was. But we are now maxed out on damage, basically, in general. Alakazam, like I said, Bubble Beam, you still outspeed me. Also, holy shit, that's actually crazy. That's actually insane that... Oh, we were at like -2 or 3, weren't we? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. You know what? I am going to leave this for now. We're just going to go down. We're going to fight Koga. I don't know why I was trying to force that fight this early. I almost never do that fight before I do Koga for good fucking reason. Because, like, I don't need that. Seeing how little damage I just did? Nah, I don't need that. right, nice. I kind of do need that full restore. Yeah, because like coming down here, I'm gonna have Surf instead of Bubble Beam. I'm gonna have another badge boost, right? Because Koga does what? Koga is speed. So yeah, like I was a little bit surprised that I got outsped by the Alakazam, and then I remembered, oh yeah, A, it's a fucking Alakazam. And B, I don't have a badge boost for what's it called? I don't have a badge boost for speed yet. So it makes sense. Fuck. All these jugglers and psychics suck for me right now. All right, let's fight this man. Yes, you fucking prick. The crit. No way! The crit into crit. Fuck you, game. You're such a bitch. You're such a bitch. Are you kidding me? Also, holy fuck, a one-shot. That's 3 crits in a row. 3 moves that can crit have crit. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Like, this is the crazy thing. If this fight actually goes the way that this fight should go statistically, we win. But the fucking fight has refused to go the way that this fight should statistically go, and refuses to do so still. Are you fucking kidding me? 2 crits in a row into it. By the way, crits are 17% on Poliwag. 2 crits in a row into a confusion, which is 10%, into me hitting myself. I'm so mad, dude. Like, that's what was required for me to lose that last fight. See? And that was with the special drop from Psychic. That's all it took. All it took was for the fight to go the way that it should go. Holy fuck. I got like 4 deaths from that fight when there should not have been any. So mad. Oh, and I was using Ice Beam instead of Bubble Beam, even though I've said multiple times that Bubble Beam does slightly more damage, because I was hoping for the freeze. I don't really have to worry about these guys. These guys are going to be pretty free. Never mind. All right, well, I'm poisoned, so he can't glare me, which is good. All right, so now we one-shot them. Okay, so now I know. We need 1 amnesia to be able to one-shot these guys, which is fine. That's fine. And I'm going to keep the poison for this next fight. I'm probably going to go back to the Pokemon Center and heal this off in a second, but for this fight specifically, I'm going to keep this just so that I don't get paralyzed by the Arbok here. And what do I do on Koga? How many? Well, it's not what do I do? It's how many amnesias do I use? Good. That's 2. I hate you so much. That's fine. I hate the constant poisoning, so that I have to keep going back because I don't want to use my fucking full restore. I've used so many full restores. Okay, so this is revealing a weakness to my strat that I did not expect. I did not expect my strat to be quite this squishy. You're such a bitch. I can't believe I'm gonna die to a coughing. Are you serious? I died to a coughing! I have Psychic on my moveset and I died to a coughing. Because he just spammed Smokescreen until I had like a 25% accuracy. I hate this game. Why do I do this to myself? Every week I torment myself by playing this fucking shitty game. All right, you know what? Fuck you. The Muck can do something similar, but he only has... Okay, whatever. I think 2 is still more than enough to be able to beat everybody. I probably only needed 1, really. I just wanted to make damn sure that I one-shot the fucking Wheezing, because I didn't want to deal with self-destruct. Okay, so, now... When we use Amnesia, it's also boosting our speed. Could you like face the right direction there, buddy? Thank you. Yeah, so we just sell that. I do not want. Do not want. Oh my god. I will use the Carbos, though. I will not use it on one of my random ass HM Pokemon. Alright, so we now have our final moveset. I can't use Strength yet, but I am going to grab it so that we can teach it up and then get it out of our inventory. I should be able to just, like, wipe out Erica at this point, which would then allow me to use what's it called? Strength to get that rare candy. What is 26 again? Earthquake. Getting rid of toxic. Yep. Revives are also useless because nothing can die on our team. All right, there we go. While I'm here, no way I can only hit. Wait, did I sell the protein? Yeah, I did. Really? Still able to get all three of them. All right. I guess that's fair because I haven't really had to grind at all, ever. So our stat XP is actually quite a bit lower than it has been recently for a lot of our runs. So let's... So I think we use Psychic for all of the weaklings, and then once I run out of Psychics, we use Ice Beam for the rest of them. This also means that I have Ice Beam for the Execute and the Tangela, which Psychic does not hit for super effective. Let's not use Surf. Let's not do that. Yeah, so at this point, we have basically peaked in strength. We are not going to get that much stronger throughout the rest of the run. We have all of our moves. The main thing is just... What is the main thing? I actually don't know. All right, we are going to still save before Erica because Erica has murdered me in the past out of fucking nowhere when she has no business doing so. Yeah. Yeah, just like that. All right, so I'm going to use Amnesia twice probably. That pretty much guarantees that we one-shot the vial. Yeah, well, not pretty much. It does. It guarantees. Like 3 times on top of everything else. Like, there's no way that it's going to be able to survive that. Okay, so now we're basically locked into... Well, I could go down and fight Blaine before coming back here. But I think at this point, we just beat Rival 5. Because if we beat Rival 5... The thing that I find really funny is that outside of 2 runs that I've ever done in the 100+ times that I've beaten this game, there have been 2 runs where Giovanni 2 was more difficult than Rival 5. And that was Weedle and Ditto. The crit. Are you kidding me? The crit? Are you kidding me? Stop it! No, we do not learn Hydro Pump. Yeah, like, to the point where Ditto actually could not beat him. But Ditto couldn't beat him because of a glitch. Which is why we will be I deposited the card key because I'm an idiot. Fuck. No, not Bill's PC. Should I maybe have healed before I came back here while I was literally standing inside of the Pokemon Center? Maybe. Do I think it matters? Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. The only person that we don't hit for super effective here is the Kangaskhan. You lived. I'm playing a very dangerous game here. But yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it matters. All right. Oh my God, just let me dig out. Doing everything wrong right now. Holy shit. All right, before I forget yet again, we're going to go grab that rare candy real quick. It's so weird not having Lapras in the fucking party at this point. Game? Game just decided, I don't feel like having frames there for a second. It's like, you are a fucking 80-year-old Game Boy game. My PC is pretty stacked. It's not like the best in the world, but it's pretty stacked. I don't know why you're having issues. It did it again. Stop it. So this is like the one move where I'm like, maybe we keep this. Maybe we keep Blizzard if, just in case for whatever reason, it ends up that I can't quite one-shot people with Ice Beam. Paris Dig. Hero Fly. Ugh. I am... Yeah, okay. Oh no, my repel wore off. I can no longer avoid... Ah, we're finally done. Can we just amnesia once just to make sure, right? I think one amnesia just to make sure that we one-shot everything is fine. I was a little curious as to whether we would one-shot the Ninetales there. I was about to say, I do still have super potions that I need to, well, not need to, but that I can use. That actually kind of sucks. All right, let's use that again. I think once we get rid of these next two, well, the problem is I don't remember what the next trainer has. Also, this is a really good test. Ah. Okay, so the chances of me one-shotting all but the Arcanine with just a single amnesia is actually really good. Okay, I'm gonna go back and heal because of PowerPoints. The bird, are you kidding me? You're such a bitch. Alright, yeah, we'll just full restore for 3 fucking health. That's fine. Not frustrating at all. Alright. I am just gonna go all the way to all 3, just because, like, even though I know that I will one-shot everything else after only 1, I am a little bit worried about the Arcanine. 3 is probably overkill regardless, but I don't really care. if I'm gonna be entirely honest, I don't really care. Alright, so now we just have Sabrina, and then we are done. Well, Sabrina, and then we're done with the mid-game, I would say. That's actually kind of an interesting question. How would you separate early game, mid game, and late game in Pokemon Red and Blue? Because I would say that early game is up through Rock Tunnel. I would say that Rock Tunnel is like the end of the early game. So, up through Viridian Forest, Pewter City, Cerulean City, Vermilion City. I think that would be considered early game to me. And then mid game is from then until you are forced to sync back up at Giovanni's gym. I think Gym 8 and the Elite Four would be end game or late game. However you want to say that. You know, I'm going to try with just 1 amnesia. I'm just curious. That does kill. Okay. So the good thing is I don't have to amnesia at all for these guys. I should just, especially since I'm level 50, I should just outspeed and kill everyone here, like, easily. Really? You lived? Okay, sure, why not? Ow. We have taken quite a bit of damage. A little bit too much for me to use a super potion, unfortunately. Alright, I'm just gonna spam 3 amnesias here. Sabrina's got 4 Pokemon, one of which I want to use Psychic on. Strangely enough. So we got plenty of surfs for this. Okay, so we just amnesia 3 times, surf, surf, psychic, surf. And then we win, right? That's fine. That is perfectly fine. You are perfectly okay with... I am perfectly okay with you disabling amnesia after I use my 3rd amnesia. Hell yeah. Okay. Entirely free. And speaking of free, this next entire gym is going to be an absolute fucking joke. There's what, like 1 Pokemon that we don't hit for super effective, and it's the Tauros. Bye. You lived. That's a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that it lived on 1 actually is really annoying. Please just level up. Such a bitch. How close am I to leveling up? Relatively. I'm gonna do this a little out of order from what I normally do, just so that I have a higher chance of not having to deal with what's it called, the thing with the stuff, not one-shotting the Machokes, which unfortunately did not happen. Well, we still have a Machop. Hey, that should get us, yes. Just barely got us to the point where we one-shot the Machokes. Hell yeah. Dude, I hate that. I hate that. Whenever it's just like, hey, we're gonna hang on with literally 1 health, so that we could just slap you with just a tiny bit of damage and just burn another power point from you. How about that? How about we just burn a power point and we do slight damage to you? It's like, or you could just die. You face Giovanni, the greatest trainer, except for the fact that I've been beaten by 1 and there's the Elite Four still. I've been beat by 1 rando is what I meant to say. Like, look at this. I'm not even having to use amnesia for this fight. We just, like, wreck his shit regardless. Like, the only one that might have survived a surf is maybe the Nidoqueen, but we crit. Although, wait, no. I don't think Nidoqueen's special is different. Hello, Philemon! How are you doing today? I actually don't think Nidoqueen and Nidoking's special is different. I think it's their speed, defense, and attack that gets swapped around, if I remember correctly. Did not mean to use that again. Kinda sucks that we leveled up, because that means that we're probably going to be outsped here. We're not. Points are being delayed due to illness everywhere, but I'm all right. Yeah, it is that season, all right? It is the season for everybody to get sick. I hope they don't get delayed too much, though. But the fact that I just outsped an Alakazam with no badge boosts and only a 5 level advantage is actually kind of crazy. Okay, so we talked a little bit about, well, we talked actually quite a bit about the Elite Four at the beginning, but fuck it, we'll talk about it again, because that's been like 2 hours ago. I don't think that they're going to be a problem. Long story short, I'm pretty sure the Elite Four are going to be entirely pushovers. Was playing some Battlegrounds 3. Baldur's Gate 3. Even though I haven't played WoW in years consistently, I still see BG and I think Battlegrounds. I wish I could have gotten into Baldur's Gate 3 more. I don't know why I found it so, for lack of a better term, just not fun. But I just not enjoy my time playing it. Oh, I remember now. It was because of the constant, hey, we're gonna find a way. We found a way to cure this. This is definitely how we're gonna cure this. And then it ends up not happening. Hey, we definitely found a way to cure this. And then it ends up not happening. Like 4 different times. That pissed me off, and I was like, all right, I'm done. Okay, so Lorelei. Here, let me actually, now that I've unlocked this, we could go back to Celadon. We're maxed on, lol, just don't trust anyone. I just like, it's just a pet peeve of mine in games. I just don't like what feels like backwards progression. That's basically the long and short of it. I just don't like backwards progression, and I think that Baldur's Gate 3 just had a lot of it. And I think that it was very front-loaded as well. Like, there was a lot of really hard backwards progression right at the beginning of the game. And it just frustrated me. Alright, so we're not buying proteins. We're max on calciums. I mean, a lot of it is optional. Maybe so. But, like, and I'm here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that this is an objective flaw with the game. I'm saying that I didn't like it. There is a very big difference. I did not personally like that aspect of the game. All right, so 2, and no carbos, right? No carbos, 2 iron, 2 HPMs. And, like, I get that it is that is an entirely me problem. That's why I didn't say that I think I wish that it was a better game. I said I wish that I liked it more. And who knows? Maybe it's like a Kingmaker thing, because like the first time I played through Kingmaker, I quit before I beat the Stag Lord. And then I came back and I played it again, and I now have over 1,000 hours in that game. Right? Like, really? Still more. I mean, that's actually kind of crazy. I think it allows, like, if I'm an evil character, I can seek different people and not just kill them on sight. Yeah. Just fuck being evil. Yeah, I don't like being evil. I've just never been able to really get into role-playing as an evil character. It's just not my thing. All right, so we are done with everything else in the game, so we could just deposit all the other Pokemon. Is there any reason for me? Yes. There is reason to save, there is reason to save, things. Rare candies. That's the word I was looking for. I was literally trying to think of the word of rare candy. Most companions will advise you to seek the worst healing options. The hack could give you like a fake magic eyes and stuff, but man. Yeah, but it's like like I said, it was just a feeling that I got. It was just a feeling that I got. It was just like a vibe that I didn't enjoy. It's the same reason why I don't really play Dark Souls games that often. Is because the feeling of backwards progression of losing all your souls or blood echoes or whatever the fuck just feels really bad for me. Okay, so should I use all but should I save 0, 1, or 2 rare candies? Zero, 1, or 2. Do I need badge boost glitch? Do I need the badge boost glitch on Lance? Probably not. That's the thing is, Poliwag is cute. Poliwag is very cute. Even though the sprite in Gen 1 is pretty fucking derpy. The Aerodactyl... What's the worst the Aerodactyl can do to me? Outspeed, Hyper Beam, crit. Because that probably kills, honestly. So yeah, I think I do want to keep 2. I think I want to keep 1 for Lance to make sure that I can badge boost off of him. And then 1 for the champion for the same reason. Yeah. I think that's the play. Ow! The fucking crit, dude. Alright. Deleted your X account? Updated the download links for Maramic on your YouTube videos? Because they were outdated? Deleted your X account? Kinda got sick of that place? That's fair. Alright, so Cloyster... Ah, the crit. Are you kidding me? All right, so unfortunately, we don't really have a good answer for the Slowbro at all. But the Slowbro also can't really damage us, so it's not a big deal. We just surf the Jinx dies. Psychic the Lapras, and a crit, because of course it is. And then we Psychic again, and it dies. Okay. There we go. Actually took a lot of... That was actually a lot... Well, we did get crit. We got crit by the Dugong, and that was actually just a really unfortunate. That was actually a really unlucky Lorelei fight. That was like I would actually say that is close to the worst Lorelei fight that we could have gotten. Okay. Oh, that is almost perfect. Actually, no, that would be the perfect setup. Okay, so that's actually good to know. So the Arbok, I'm gonna risk amnesiaing the Arbok. Okay, good. Okay, so if I lose, I now... God damn it. If I lose, I now know that to be able to one-shot the Gengars, I need 2 amnesias. That's fine. Okay, let me look at my PowerPoints. Psychic we're out of, but we don't need it. Ice Beam, 6. Amnesia, okay. This is a little bit scary because the Gyarados can do a lot of damage. I think once we get past the Gyarados, I think we win. Oh shit, I forgot to use the rare candy. That's actually really bad. Please don't be outsped. Oh, thank God. Okay, we win. Oh, thank God we win. All right. That was actually terrifying. A Leer from that. If the Gyarados had hit us with a Hyper Beam after the Leer, I think we die. I think that's just death, and there's nothing we can do about that. I think we just win here. So we could just amnesia. Now we need to ice beam because I don't know if we survive that. I'm gonna be honest. I think we amnesia again and we hope that it goes for reflect. Hell yeah. Beautiful. I think that is the end. I think that we win now. The only thing is like the oh god damn it, this bullshit. Okay, we woke up immediately. Good. The Blastoise might survive a psychic, especially if we fucking crit. Okay, there we go. But like the Blastoise is going to only ever bite. And we saw how much damage that did. Like, it did a good chunk, but it wasn't, like, an insane amount. Hell yeah. That was a nice, very rocky start. But once we started getting some decent moves, it got a lot better. And then once we got Amnesia, it just, like, took off. Hell yeah. Really good run. Like, considering it's a completely unevolved Pokemon and considering its base stats and how bad they are, actually insanely good. Where are you at? Poliwag. Two, 7 seconds and level 69. All right. So, let's go back to this, right? So, Poliwag, we got 6 hours and 6 minutes. in in-game time versus 5 hours and 16 and 4 hours and 58. So like you could tell that Poliwhirl and Poliwrath are much closer to one another. In pretty much everything, right? Like obviously they're all level 69. We did not need any extra fights. I actually got into a couple of extra fights with Poliwag, but it was accidental, right? Past like Cerulean, I think I got like one extra fight that I chose to do in Cerulean, or before Cerulean, I should say. And then yeah. But yeah, if we look at this, this is like less than 20 minutes difference, and then this is 50 minutes difference, right? 3 deaths versus 13, which, like, some of those were unlucky, right? Like, we had a couple of losses due only... Actually, we had like 3 losses that were specifically due to sand attack or accuracy bullshit, right? Like we lost to Koga because the coughing just spammed smoke screen and we were never able to hit it. Literally never able to hit it. We missed like 6 attacks in a row or something like that. The Hypno and Koga's gym also gave us like an extra 4 losses that we really should not have gotten, just because the number of crits that were like constrained to that one fight was absolutely insane. Let me actually look up, is Hypno on this list? Control F. Hypno. Yeah, so Hypno's crit chance is a 13.09%. And mine was 17.59%. And we had like a chain of like 6 crits in a row that fucked me over. So like if we got rid of, we could have very easily have gotten this to sub 5 deaths. Very easily. I also went into Rival 5 like really early when I shouldn't have. And then like if you look at this, if you look at the real times, there's not actually that much of difference. 117 to 123 to 142. That's only that's a 19-minute difference here. And a 6-minute difference here. Actually not that bad, especially considering how bad Poliwag's base stats are. Like I'm actually quite happy with this, especially since like almost all of our deaths were like right off the bat. I mean, we were guaranteed 1 just from the fucking just from the lab fight with the Squirtle. It's like we're not gonna beat a Squirtle with only bubble. But yeah, all right, so that is Poliwag done. I guess we could just do this. Yeah, all right. So these are the 4 left for the runs that we have done before. Ammonite, Dragonair, Venonat, and Electabuzz. Honestly, I would kind of like to see Electabuzz as our next run. I think Electabuzz or Venonat. I think that those are probably the furthest away from the Pokemon that we've had recently. But let's find out. What are we doing next week? I'm going to re-roll. I don't want to do 2 water types in a row. It's kind of the same as last week. Last week I said, are you kidding me? Okay. I'll take Dragonair. I just didn't want to do 2 water types in a row because it's going to be too similar. All right, so Dragonair it is. The Pokemon with my favorite shiny. I absolutely adore Dragonair shiny. Let me save. Just make sure. So, Ammonite, Venonat, and Electabuzz are left on here. And let's take a look at the Tuesday. Oh, a couple of these. Okay, so we could just take these 2 off. Wait. Cubone and Eevee are also done. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, didn't I do a lot of these? Hold up. Yeah, Eevee and Cubone are also done. What the hell? Nidorina, Golduck, Weepinbell, Tentacool, and Muck. Yes, okay, so we have 5 left on here. Apparently, I just haven't been saving this particular part of the wheel for like a month. It's weird. I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, this means that we're getting really, really close to redoing the Ditto run, which I don't want to do. I don't want to do the Ditto run. We did. We won. We beat it. We did it. We're doing Dragonair next week. So, I am going to call it here. But before I go, I have some things to say. First off, if you haven't done so already, if you're on the YouTube side, I'd very much appreciate a sub and a like on the stream. If you're on the Kick side, hit that follow button. And if you really like the stream, you can hit that subscribe button because we do have subscriptions unlocked on Kick. Yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be doing more Rogue Trader. Last week, I was kind of in a fugue state by the end because there was a absolute fuck ton of lore that was dumped on my face. It was like we talked a lot last week. But I think that we're actually going to start moving around the world and not just moving around our ship. So yeah, that will be happening tomorrow. No stream on Thursday as always. Friday and Saturday, we will be doing more Loader Woder. We finished Is last week, right? I think we finished the last few bits of Is. And yeah, in the Inevitable Access DLC, I mean specifically, in the Inevitable Access DLC, we finished Is, I believe, last week. And so this next week we will be doing more Inevitable Access because we need to finish that DLC. We're very, very close to the end, I think. But yeah, with all of that going on, I think that I will call it here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all, as always. And as always, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for watching. If you would like to help support the channel, you can do so by following, subscribing, joining the Discord, or maybe even checking out the Patreon or Throne links down below.